At Washington State College of Ohio had an opportunity to learn about mental health resources in their community this morning. Our Chase Campbell has more.
Washington State College of Ohio hosted a Community Mental Health Day Monday morning. The event brought together various local mental health providers and other organizations to share their resources with the community. Groups represented at the event include House of Hope, the Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, and the Suicide Awareness Alliance of Washington County. Washington State Dean of Student Success, Kathy Temple Miller, says the event is an exciting opportunity to share mental health resources with their students and the broader community.
We are really excited to host this event today. We know that mental health support for our students and general mental wellness is more important than ever. There's so many students that maybe are just afraid to talk about it, and so today we wanted to bring together so many of our community partners, tremendous support from our community to make this event happen.
A grant from the Ohio Program for Campus Safety and Mental Health helped fund the event. Suicide Prevention and Health Promotion Manager Annalise Fisher says mental health issues are particularly common among college students, making it important to raise awareness about available resources.
College students today are facing more stressors and mental health experiences than ever before, so it's really important that we make our services known and aware to students and let students know that there's support and resources out there for them and they're not alone.
Leanne Price of the Washington County Suicide Prevention Alliance says the Mental Health Day offers a valuable opportunity for organizations like hers to get out in the community and make themselves known.
I think community awareness is really important when you have so many people. There's a lot of agencies here, and this kind of shows you different outlets that you can turn to. Different agencies are here. It just gives you a lot of different counseling areas. So I think those things are very important.
People who are struggling with their mental health or know someone who is can contact the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 for support. In Marietta, Chase Campbell, WTAP News.